Officers responded to the scene of a deadly crash, which a woman with no license hit an 11-year-old girl, dragging her underneath her SUV and badly injuring her.
Yeah, we're good to go.
How does she look?
Yeah, you can.
Hey, where's the driver? I'm sorry?
I think he might still be in his regular.
Chevy.
Clear zone 15, red Chevy SUV.
Nobody's in that car. Who was driving? You were driving. Okay, so what happened?
I didn't see it.
There was a witness that called, so
I called. All I saw was that the car passed by and hit her. She landed right across. My brother dragged her onto the grass here.
okay.
The red car just turned and hit her.
Did you see that this woman was driving, or was somebody
I didn't
else
see
driving?
Who was driving. We just ran over here to help the girl.
Okay. So the car, the lady was driving or walking. Was she on the crosswalk?
Walking right here.
Right here.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
the car came and hit her. The light was green and she was crossing the street.
Okay.
She landed over here. That's when he pulled her.
Yo creo que pensó que la luz.
Do you have a license? License.
No, no.
Of course you don't. Do you have anything that has your name on it? Yeah, I have everybody Spanish speaking here, and I have no 14 for the pedestrian, who I believe is Spanish speaking. If you could be 51 at St. Mary's.
Driver.
I have hers, or she doesn't have an ID.
The driver does not have an ID?
No.
Okay. Who is the driver?
The lady in the gray shirt, yes. Is she cold or was she shaking? What's wrong?
They're all nervous.
Okay.
So my mom was coming from this way.
She was coming south. She wasn't stopped at the light waiting for it to turn. She was moving and it was green and she kept going.
Yeah, she stopped there and then the light turned green and that's when she came to turn. But the girl just ran for it and then that's when they go.
The girl ran out and like physically ran or just like walked like she was going to walk across the
she
street?
ran.
All right. Christina?
Yeah, her name is Christina.
Okay. Can I get the registration and the insurance?
No sé cuál de las
Este no es. Es este.
This one's expired.
¿Está vencida?
Sí.
Oh,
¿Dónde está la otra?
el nuevo creo que lo tiene tu papá. Me dijo que me lo regale.
She was at a dead stop and was making a left turn. That's what the witness said, and that's what she said. The driver said.
She was making a left turn?
She was stopped on Lake, facing south at a red light. Light changed. She made a left turn and accelerated.
So the gentleman, I don't know where he went. Yeah, I didn't get his 14 yet.
The older guy?
Yeah.
He said he didn't see it.
Okay.
This kid with the white shirt.
Yeah. He's the caller. I don't have his 14 yet. He said that he saw the red truck driving in the second lane here, and the red, that red SUV. And he said that the lady was crossing the street, and then she was drugged all the way to about like that second ripple. So that's how far she was drugged. And then he said he ended up dragging her all the way to where those pink sandals are. And that's where FD picked her up. So I do have the driver's 14. She does not speak English. And I tried to ask if the lady was on the crosswalk or not, and I didn't really get an answer. Okay, all right. I'll give you that lady, the driver's 14. She doesn't have an ID, of course. This is the run number. You're welcome, and I already put the tag in the call.
How's it going, guys? Did y'all help out with this? Mind if I talk to you for? Can y'all tell me what happened?
I just saw a car turning, saw her get hit, I heard the screaming. Speed-wise, because I heard you there, probably said like maybe 25 miles an hour.
From the turn?
From the turn, maybe a little less, like 20, 25 miles an hour cruising on. And I heard her get hit, I ran into the road, and I just put her on the side of the road.
You heard her get, you didn't see the initial impact, you heard her scream?
No, we saw the impact. We saw her get dragged, she was like rolling under the car.
Yeah, so that was about it. I mean, we saw her get hit, and as she was already on the road, that's when we saw everything happen. I saw the girl get ran over. She then pulled over.
Did she get? In my notes, I just got here and trying to figure.
I just saw her rolling under the car, and I just seen her getting skid, and it just kind of dragged a little bit.
She was getting rolled, like she was
She
between the tires.
completely underneath the car, like completely underneath the car.
Did she come out from the back side of the car?
Underneath the car, yeah.
She got ran over.
Because I saw the wheel go up.
The two front and the two rear.
Did you see the wheels run over her
over
body?
her
Yeah,
body,
completely. She went underneath the very front of the car.
On the passenger side or the driver's side?
I feel like
it
the
was
dead
the
center.
middle, yeah.
Okay.
And then, I just heard the screaming, and I freaked out and ran over.
Okay. Do you mind if I get your guys' information just as a witness?
Yeah.
Right here for me, sir. You swear for me about to say the truth, the whole truth, and about the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Can you put your hand down? What happened today, sir?
So I was just working on a car. I heard the tires like screeching. I saw a little girl, I saw a little girl in the car tumbling, and I heard screaming. And that was pretty much it. And I just ran. I just saw the girl get dragged a little bit. I picked her up. I put her on the side of the curb. My brother went ahead and made a call to 911. I called 911, explained the gist of the matter, and that's pretty much it. I just saw the lady come out saying that she popped up out of nowhere, and she was crossing when it was green. I didn't really see, but
The light colors or anything like that?
yeah, I just saw her get hit. I just reacted, picked her
Do
up.
you remember where exactly she got hit? Because I know
She got hit where your squad car is at.
This one right here. So was it
With
like
the middle one,
right here?
a little bit more up.
Towards the light. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So she was basically just crossing the street. Car came, hit her, and then obviously this is the red car right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so you dragged her to the side of the street, to the south side of the street, and then vehicle stopped. Did you see the driver at all?
From what I understand, the driver was the more older lady. It was the lady dressed in white.
Did you see her get out of the vehicle?
Yeah, that was the first one to get out.
She was the first one out of the driver's side.
From all I saw was that side. I don't know if it was the one door
Yeah.
behind it, but from what I seen, it seemed
Oh,
like
was the driver?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if we go over there, you'd be able to point exactly who was the driver.
from what I understand.
Okay. If you don't mind, if we could just go over here and just point to me who the driver was. That was the driver. That. Okay. All
I
right.
understand now.
Okay. And now you say from your understanding, from what you saw her get out of the vehicle, or from what you heard, or
That's the first person that got out the vehicle, and she was the first one to say that she popped up out of nowhere. So I automatically assumed that was the driver because I was the first one to get out and react, and then she was saying that it was the girl's fault.
I guess my question is, you saw her physically. We got to be able to put her behind the actual wheel. So the reason why I'm asking is
Physically, all I saw physically was just that side of the door.
the driver's
right,
side, the driver's side vehicle. Of the
Yeah, the driver's side of the vehicle, and I just saw her be the first person to walk out. And she was saying that it wasn't, that the girl, I guess, wasn't using the crosswalk. She crossed, she didn't see her, she hit her, and that was it.
Okay, all right. So do you remember how many doors were open when you first saw that? Was it just one door, two doors?
From what I remember, I just remember the side opening. I don't know if it was the front of the passenger, but it had to be the driver door. It had to be. That's the only logical explanation I could really come up with, because she was the first one to come out, and she was the first one to say that she wasn't in the wrong.
Okay. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to explain to me today?
No, that's it.
That's gonna end the interview 1842. You swear firm about to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, put your hand down. Explain to me what happened today, sir.
We were working on a car here, my brother and I, at his house, and we just heard yelling. And the last thing we saw was this car running over the little girl, like both front and rear wheels running over her right there in the middle.
Okay. Do you remember where exactly she was in this? If you can try to describe. See, I see the speed limit sign, that yellow sign, and this
Crossing
and the
the street.
light. Crossing. Would you say she was in the crosswalk by the yellow sign, or that one?
I'd say in between the
white and the yellow sign. That's where she was kind of moving, walking across, coming this way towards us, where we are, so going southbound. Okay. So you saw this car run over her, and then obviously stop. I'm assuming right where we are here. And then did you see anyone get outside the vehicle?
No, I didn't see. I saw everybody get out of the vehicle at once.
Okay, so you couldn't specifically see who was driving or something like that. Okay. Do you remember hearing anything from any of the particular people that inside the vehicle?
No.
Like if they said anything about whatever happened or anything like that? No. Okay. All right. Is there anything you'd like to explain, sir?
Other than what we saw, that was it. The little girl was laying out in the middle of the road. My brother picked her up and put her on the grass.
Brought her over to this will conclude the interview 1958.
Subsequently, she was arrested 6 months later for driving without a license, causing serious bodily injury. The child was taken to St. Mary's Medical Center as a trauma alert with a spleen laceration, right femur fracture, left rib fracture, left hip fracture, and multiple abrasions. She had surgery on her right leg and was eventually released from the hospital a week later, but was still using a walker and was still in pain more than 2 months after the crash. We are unsure why the woman was not arrested the day of the accident. However, we believe it was due to medical reasons which required her to be hospitalized for those months leading up to her arrest.